And welcome into the 49ers Report. My name is Cam Rogers. Let's get to those 49ers rumors. Did the San Francisco 49ers sign Tom Savage? Yes, they did. 4 Jetheads right here, originally reported by Jordan Schultz, but the 49ers officially announced it. Savage's name popped up, of course, after Jimmy Garoppolo tore his ACL, but the 49ers obviously did not sign Savage immediately. They elected to promote Nick Mullins instead. As for Savage, he is nowhere close to being a franchise quarterback. I put him at QB number 2. I think he is better than Nick Mullins, at least. Now, Savage was on the New Orleans Saints during the preseason, threw for 222 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions in 3 preseason games. Now, Savage is a former 4th-round selection out of the University of Pittsburgh. Emergency quarterback at best. And you saw some good things from CJ Beathard in that Monday Night Football performance against the Green Bay Packers, so I want you guys grading his performance in the comments section. A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know what you think. Overall, B. I think CJ Beathard went into a hostile environment in Lambeau Field and performed pretty darn well under the bright lights considering the circumstances of all the injuries for the San Francisco 49ers at this point. So solid B from me. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Tom Savage, now a part of the quarterback room. Let's go to the next rumor on the list here. Is Robert Saleh going to be fired? The defensive coordinator there. One Jedhead for now. I know you guys want him to be fired, but you're not getting your wish, at least today. Despite the defense collapsing at the end of the Packers game, Shanahan did express confidence in his defensive coordinator, saying, quote, "He is very good at what he does." Well, very good apparently means these numbers. Total defense, 19th. Passing defense, 25th. Against the run, they're okay. Sacks, forget about it, 22nd in the NFL. And the most important stat in terms of defense, points allowed, the 49ers are 29th. Now, injuries have certainly been a part of the equation. For example, Jimmie Ward in the Monday Night Football game, he went out, and then Greg Maben went in, and he got picked on big time. So that's just one small example. And I think Saleh is part of the problem, but he's not the problem for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Should the 49ers fire Robert Saleh? Type F for fire, type K for keep in the comments section. I will say this. The front 7 in particular for San Francisco in terms of pass rushing ability needs to be better. Now, Richard Sherman recently said that, well, it's not about the scheme, it's about execution. So Sherman taking accountability there for the players on that defensive side. Robert Saleh has not been the DC for very long for San Francisco, so you can't put too much blame on him. It's a new system. Players are starting to learn it and such, so keep that in mind, but be sure to let me know what you think. The 49ers Report is presented by BetDSI, ladies and gentlemen, the #1 online sportsbook out there. You can sign up, chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code LIVE120 for that 120% deposit bonus. So when you're betting on the 49ers this week against the LA Rams, go ahead and do it by going to chatsports.com/bet. All right, next up here, the question that everybody is wondering about: will the 49ers trade for Amari Cooper, wide receiver of the Oakland Raiders, former 1st-round selection out of Alabama? One Jethead on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the rumors out there that the 49ers, or excuse me, the Raiders are actively shopping Amari Cooper, but I don't see San Francisco actually making a move here. Now, it's one head for a reason. The 49ers are at this point where I don't think they're going anywhere in 2018. Why trade away assets for a wide receiver who, by the way, struggles with drops? The Raiders are apparently looking for a 1st-round pick, according to recent reports out there, which is absolutely ridiculous. The 49ers better not do this. And I don't think wide receiver is the main issue for this team either. I mean, the focus should be on pass rush, not getting another wide receiver who, like I said, struggles with drops. Now, I will note, the best wide receiver in NFL history, Jerry Rice, thinks the 49ers should make a deal and go out and get Amari Cooper. Now, I'll also say this, Jerry Rice has also said before that the 49ers should sign Dez Bryant. So he seems to think that the 49ers need to improve upon their wide receiver core, but let's also remember that Jerry Rice was a wide receiver himself, so he's a little biased towards wide receivers out there. So in terms of the 49ers making a deal here, I don't think it's going to happen, so forget about that. This seems a little more likely. Could the 49ers trade away Jimmie Ward, defensive back there in the final year of his rookie deal? I'll give this to Jetheads, firmly in the rumor category, so we are a few days out from the trade deadline, October 30th, 4 o'clock Eastern time. And Jimmie Ward has been, shall we say, a disappointment. Injuries, yeah, he's versatile. He can do slot corner. He can do outside corner. He could be a safety as well. But he's just not a playmaker. He's a depth guy at best. And he's not getting paid like a depth guy. He's getting paid like a starter out there, which is the main issue here. So if the 49ers don't want to extend Jimmie Ward, you might as well trade him away and see what kind of compensation you can get for him. I've got the Philadelphia Eagles as a potential partner here. Now let me say that compensation is not going to be very good. At best, a 5th round pick. Now, Philadelphia is struggling in the back end right now. They're trying to make another Super Bowl run here, and maybe they go out and give the 49ers a call looking for Jimmie Ward, get that versatility in that secondary. San Francisco would get a 6th round pick in return, which, isn't all that bad. Now, should the 49ers trade away Jimmie Ward? I've seen you guys in the comments section before. A lot of you say, go ahead and do it. So type away T for trade, K for keep in terms of the future of Jimmie Ward. Next up here, did the 49ers promote Ross Dwelley to the active roster? Yes, they did. 4 heads on this one. Tight end there for San Francisco. By the way, Cole Wick is no longer for the 49ers either, so he is now on waivers. Dwelley has been promoted. This actually happened prior to the Monday Night Football game against the Green Bay Packers. Perhaps part of the reason was George Kittle was dinged up going into that game. They weren't really sure if Kittle was going to be active. Now, Dwelley signed with the 49ers after going undrafted in April and had 7 catches for 91 yards in 4 preseason appearances. Of course, Kittle is your top-line guy, Garrett Selleck as well, but don't sleep on Dwelley. He can make an impact there for the 49ers. Hey, I want to give a shout-out to Mizzen and Maine. I am wearing one of their dress shirts right now, and you can get one for yourself. Comfortable.af is the website. Stretchy, feels great. If you just walk outside with a Mizzen and Maine shirt, everybody just double takes at you because you look so fantastic. Comfortable.af is indeed the website. All right, in the latest edition of Power Rankings, are the 49ers the 30th best team in the NFL? And I think this is pretty likely, so I'll give it the 3 Jetheads here. I think they get a boost in my eyes after competing against the Green Bay Packers. They looked pretty darn good against Green Bay. And like I said, you're in a hostile environment. Lambeau Field, Aaron Rodgers, prime time, bright lights, ESPN. And C.J. Beathard in particular had a game. 16 of 23, 245 yards, 2 touchdowns, that lone interception towards the end of the game when San Francisco was pressing a little bit. But overall, they played well enough to win. Here's the deal, guys. When you play against Aaron Rodgers, it's just one of those things where he's going to pull a rabbit out of his hat. He did it in Week 1 against the Bears. He did it against the 49ers as well. Matt BREIDA, want to give him a shout out because he was absolutely dinged up against the Green Bay Packers and had 14 carries for 61 yards, 4.4 yards per carry. He was not 100%, so I want to give him some credit there. But the 49ers, in my eyes, are not the worst team in the NFL anymore. I said that a week ago after they lost to the Arizona Cardinals. They are not dead last. The Oakland Raiders are now the worst team in the NFL, so 49ers fans, you can at least take solace in that.